Hey guys, so I'm back with the series where we are discussing about previous year's question based on Gandhiji. My name is Tirup Parmar. This is something brief about me. I have done MSCIT and MCA lecturer for past 3 years and some basic other details. Now, let's start with some discussion part. So as you can see, I have already discussed that to just utilize this lectures 100%, we should have basic knowledge about Gandhiji. So you can just read some chapters or some portion or theory given in NCRT, or you can just refer ICSE 10th class board, and in that chapter 8 where they have given in detail about Mahatma Gandhiji. So in today's lecture we are going to discuss about one question which is already asked in this last UPSC exams, paper 4 ethics paper, that is 2016 ethics paper. The question is like, discuss Mahatma Gandhi's concept of 7 sins. So basically some points, or you can say some principles which we need to follow and something which we need to neglect or which we need to avoid. Some rules, or not exactly we can say rules, but some guidelines which is provided by Mahatma Gandhiji, or principles we can say of Mahatma Gandhiji, how they achieve goodwill for people. So by avoiding this 7 sins. So what are those 7 sins we are going to discuss here? The social sins apply to every action against justice in interpersonal relation committed either by individual or against the community, or by community against individual. So basically sometimes crime happens on some individual, or crime happens by some individual on some community. We can take example like some crimes going on in Middle East, where Shia and Sunni is fighting with each other, and one community is fighting against other community, and in turn there is a huge human losses. Lives are there are so many people died because of those wars. Just some ideologies or some organization, Muslim ideologies or terrorist organization, they try to bring some rules based on Sharia ideologies, and some are not ready to accept those things. So let's start with this. I have prepared this type of a mind map. This is very simple to remember this 7 sins. So first is wealth without work. Basically, we should not treat anyone as a slave, or we should not earn money from gambling. That is one of the biggest sin. As you can see, sometimes it might give you a profit and sometimes it might give you a huge loss. Second is pleasure without conscience. So conscience means a person's moral sense of right and wrong. So we should have enough ability to understand what is right for us and what is wrong for us. At the same time, what is right for society and what is wrong for society. Then third is knowledge without character. So career building, not character building. Sometimes nowadays in school we find that schools are more emphasizing on career building, or colleges are more emphasizing on career building. They are not uh, uh, treating their students in a proper way, or they are not providing actual principles to their students, and in turn that faces a lot of problems in a society. Then fourth is commerce without morality. Make more money by any means or possible. And then same way, fifth is science without humanity. So technocracy means the government or controller of society or industry by an elite class of technical expert. They basically take some decision for some people who are illiterate or do not have enough knowledge or enough understanding. So in turn, they are not much aware with the policies which is framed by government, whether it is right or it is wrong for them, or who's going to take more benefit out of it. And same way, religion without sacrifice. So there are many meaningless rituals which used to practice. For example, Devdasi. You can just search about it. In this lecture, we are not. It is not possible for me to cover that particular point, but yes, we can write it down in this particular type of case studies as well. Then Sati, which is not so active now in India. Then same way widow remarriage, which is still prohibited at some part of India. And last is politics without principles. So which in turn leads to violation. We'll discuss one by one. So let's start with the first, wealth without work. So as we already discussed, if someone tries to earn money from stock market, or some if some try to find some shortcuts to earn money, so without much efforts, if someone needs to if someone wants to earn more and more money, and that leads to wrong path. And as Gandhiji said that wealth without work is always bad for you, because that wealth is not going to stay with you for life. Then next is pleasure without conscience. So basically, sometimes college students or many different people start diverting themselves toward drugs, liquors, and then drink and drive. That is the most bad thing happens in India, and which basically destroys some other person's family. So we, without our conscience, without proper understanding what is going to happen, we drink lot of liquor, and then some people starts driving, or some people diverted towards drugs just for few seconds or few minutes excitement or happiness, and that leads to very bad effects on society as well as their families as well. We can take example of Udta Punjab. We can write example of Udta Punjab. You can take, because that particular movie is based on true example of Punjab only. Next is knowledge without character. So before discussing this point, I'll just show you this particular part. As you can see, this is the district magistrate. As you can see here, district magistrate, the senior most government officer, usually eats in his or her office, but DM Rahul Kumar was doing this with a purpose to prove to villagers that a widow cook cannot be a bad woman. So basically, he is taking lunch at government school. So we can write that if we have enough knowledge, enough skill, that doesn't mean that we should separate out ourselves from some less literate or illiterate people. No, but we have to help them, stay mixed with them. Then this in turn helps in building a good society. And this particular part we can also we can also use the same example in other one more point as well. I'll show you that the same thing. Now let's just discuss here. Our obsession with materialism tends to make us more concerned about acquiring knowledge so that we can get better job and make more money. So only making more money, that doesn't mean that our character is good. No, making money in a wrong path, that leads to somewhere and somehow destroys our life, our career, as well as people who are basically linked with us. So our educational center emphasizes on career building, not on character building. We should incorporate this particular type of habits in our children's or in students or in our officers. We should have this type of habits as well, because few or many of us going to be going to work in some or somehow in some government sector and or government organization, and if we can behave in such a manner, that is the best example we can give to our society. Then commerce without morality. So basically, as you can see, there are some profit making organization who do not care about what is right, what is wrong, but they just need to earn more and more money. And as we know, in Diwali times we often find that there are some sweets which are basically poisonous. They have made it with some chemicals, at the same time fruits, vegetables, just to earn more money. They basically add some chemicals, and in turn they can earn more profit out of it. At the same time, we often heard about some chemical industries, as you can see in this particular, sorry, As you can see in this particular part, that India was placed at 76th position out of 168 countries with a score of 38 out of possible 100. Why? Because we are only talking about commerce without morality. We are not talking about, we don't have any moral rules. Just to benefit ourselves, we started giving bribes, we started taking bribes, and that leads to such a bad impression all over the world. And as you can see, this particular type of case study is also asked in 2014 paper and other paper in other years as well. So we can use this particular point in such ethics paper case studies as well. Now, as you can see here as well, environment degradation. So many a time, if we talk about current affairs, so as you can see, there is a lake in Bangalore which is named as Belandur Lake, and many chemical or many industries, they used to just release their industrial waste in this river, and in turn this river got so contaminated, it actually catch fire. This is not a new scenario. This used to happen many a time in Bangalore, but still the situation is same. Nothing more change in the same. Why? Just because commerce without morality. I hope this point is clear. Now next is science without humanity. So if we can take example, that person due to very little understanding, they don't have enough, they are not enough literate person, they are not enough capable to understand what is right or what is wrong for them. As you can see here, technocracy means some elite class or some government officer going to take decision on behalf of them, and now they are not much aware whether that is right or wrong for them. Next is religion without sacrifice. We need to follow a religion which does not teach us to separate out or differentiate between upper class, lower class, between Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, or any other religion. So religion is always about humanity. Help everyone. Helping a human or serving a people is serving a God. That is something we should all follow. That is a religion without sacrifice. One should not sacrifice on any particular thing. So true religion is based on spirituality, ability to love, compassion, understanding. As you can take example from this as well, that just to prove the point, if there is a widow cook, it doesn't mean that food is going to harm us, or it doesn't mean that this food is poisonous. Next is politics without principle. Nowadays, this is one of the most important topic. As we can take example, like everywhere you will find politics. In JNU case or in Banaras University case or in any part, you can say everywhere we find politics, but without principles only, and that leads to so much chaos, that leads to violence. So I hope this particular question is quite clear to you. This 7 principles is one of the most important part while writing ethics paper as well as while writing essay. We can add so many points based on this 7 principles. So don't forget this 7 principles. And one more thing, once you listen to this particular lecture, then please do try to write answer on yourself after listening and after reading the same PPT. I will upload this particular document in the you will find download link in a video description section. So it is very important that once you listen to this video and once you read with this particular point, then do try to write the same answer in your own words and try to see whether you are able to write some good points or not. As I have added, but there are many points which are missed out because those points are not always possible to cover in one single lecture. So you can just update your answer as and when you find some new news. I hope this particular point is clear. Next time, in next lecture, we'll continue with this particular question based on 1996 paper. Thank you.